There we go. All right, so we're doing line plots, and we're going to put them together. A line plot is a graph that shows frequency of data along a number line. What does the word frequency mean? Who can tell me? Let's think of some words that are like frequency. May?
Frequent.
Frequent. So if I said, how frequent do you go to Maverick? What am I figuring out? Luke?
How much?
How much? So how often? So the frequency, is there another frequency that has to do with radio waves also? Yes, but we're not using that definition. We're using how often something occurs. That's the frequency. Everybody say frequency. Frequency, okay? Of data, and we already said data means information along a number line. So we're recording that information we're gathering and putting it along a number line. It is a great way to organize a large set of numbers, okay? So, let's look at this. So the first thing you're going to do is organize your data in order from least to greatest. So we can handle that, right? Going smallest to largest. Create a horizontal number that goes from your smallest to largest number. Mark an X above the horizontal line every time a number occurs. So you're going to be using, what are we using to show our number marks?
An X.
An X. So our data is represented by an X. Okay, and then add a title and label your number line. Mrs. Robertson recorded how long each of her students spent reading during a single school day. She recorded the results in hours below. So the very first step we need to do is, what is it? Organize my data. Okay? That's the very first thing we need to do, is organize the data. Right there. So where is our data? Who can raise their hand and tell me what data we're looking at? We're figuring out how long children spend reading in a single school day. So, would you say that this is the data collected? And it's in what?
Hours.
In hours. So we need to organize it from smallest to largest. So everybody, let's do that on your paper. Okay, we're going to take the smallest number, and every time organize the results from least to greatest. If a number appears more than once, make sure to write it more than once. It helps to cross off the data off the list. So let's start with the smallest one is what?
0.
0. So we're going to write, how many times do I see 0?
Twice.
Twice. And then I'm going to cross it off. Everybody, let's do this. Do you want to grab paper? Okay, after 0 is what? What's the next?
1/2.
1/2. How many 1/2s are there? Here's a 1/2.
2.
Do you see another one?
I see 2.
Oh, right there. 1/2. And put a comma between your numbers. Otherwise, you're going to get mixed up if they're mixed numbers. Okay, what comes after 1/2? How about 1? Okay, there's 1. Is there another 1?
No.
No, just 1, comma.
1/2.
And then what's after 1?
1.
1.5. Are there several 1.5s?
Yes.
There's
4,
1, 2, 3, 4.
5. Wait. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh wait, that's 4.
Okay, so 1.5, 1.5, 1.5, and 1.5. Okay, what's after 1.5?
2.
2. How many 2s are there?
3.
1, 2, 3. So we're going to write that 3 times. And after 2, we now have, is there a 2.5? Nope, there's a
3.
3. How many 3s?
2.
1, 2. Did we count for all the data? All of it's there? Crossed off? We have that half crossed off. Okay. Yep. Okay, 2 fingers in the air when you have all that data written from least to greatest.
I don't get it.
Okay, next one. We're going to create a horizontal line in the space below that goes from lowest number to highest number. So what's our lowest number?
0.
0. Okay, so we're going to make this line, horizontal line, and we're going to start at 0. And what's our highest number?
3.
3. We're going to end at 3. How should I segment this line? Every what? Should I do it every fourth? Should I do it every whole? Should I do it every half? Should I do it every third? What should I do? Okay, notice this right here is a half. Notice my denominator is a half. There's no other denominator, Adrian, that has a half, okay? We don't have fourths, we don't have thirds or anything, it's just halves. So we're going to do it every half. So we're going to go 1/2. What comes after 1/2? 1. What comes after 1? 1.5. What comes after 1.5?
2.
2. And what comes after 2.5? Or 2.5, sorry. 3. And I kind of made this really long. We can adjust that. Okay? And what's the title of this graph again? Number of hours students read per day. Okay? That's our title. All right, so here we go. What does it say? We're going to mark an X above the horizontal line every time the number occurs. So I'm going to use a red. Okay? How many times does 0 occur? Twice. So I'm going to do it once, twice. And I can mark it off if that helps me. How many times does 1/2 occur? Yep. 1, 2. How many times does 1 occur? Once. How about 1.5?
3.
Oh, 1. Oh, wait, 1. Okay. 1.5. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. What about 2?
3.
1, 2, 3. What about 2.5?
0.
None. What about 3?
2.
2. Okay. All right. So that is our line plot. Okay? How many have seen one of those before? Have you seen it come up on the iStation before? Your iStation test?
Yeah.
Okay. So now you'll know what to do with it, right? Tomorrow we'll learn on how to read. We will practice how to read them and interpret them. Okay, so right now you're going to do your partner practice with your partner, and I'm going to go ahead and if somebody's watching this lesson, they need to pause it and do their partner practice. And then I'm going to show the partner practice answer right now. So pause it and then do it, and then if you're watching this video, turn it back on and unpause it and you can see your answer. So I will do that right. Partner practice. And here is the answer. You're measuring lengths of worms. Okay, so there's the answer. You can pause it if you want to look at it better. And then the answer for these questions are down here. You're not supposed to see that. Okay. All right, let's get busy and with our partners and make our line plots, okay? Alrighty.
Um,